Throughout history, there have been intriguing reports of animals behaving unusually just before natural disasters strike. These mysterious abilities have sparked curiosity about how creatures might sense impending danger. Scientists and observers alike wonder whether animals rely on heightened instincts, extraordinary senses, or mechanisms that remain unknown to us. As we explore these remarkable phenomena, we are challenged to reconsider the limits of animal perception and our understanding of the natural world. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami was one of the most devastating natural disasters in recent history, causing widespread destruction and loss of life across several countries. Amid the tragedy, observers noted a remarkable phenomenon. Many wild and captive animals appeared to escape the disaster's path before the waves struck. Reports described elephants moving to higher ground, dogs refusing to go outdoors, and even zoo animals breaking free from their enclosures. This unexpected survival raised questions about the animals' ability to sense impending danger, suggesting they may have detected subtle environmental cues that humans could not perceive. Elephants possess remarkable sensory abilities that set them apart from many other animals. They can detect low-frequency ground vibrations and infrasound, which are sounds below the range of human hearing. These capabilities enable elephants to sense distant events, such as approaching thunderstorms or even the footsteps of other herds miles away. Some researchers believe that this heightened sensitivity may allow elephants to detect the subtle vibrations caused by earthquakes and tsunamis before humans are aware of them. This extraordinary adaptation highlights the complex ways elephants interact with their environment. Birds possess remarkable sensitivity to subtle changes in their environment, such as shifts in air pressure, wind patterns, and even the Earth's magnetic fields. These heightened senses allow them to detect approaching storms and extreme weather well before they arrive. By interpreting these natural cues, birds can alter their behavior, seek shelter, or adjust their migration routes to avoid danger. This extraordinary ability plays a crucial role in their survival, helping them navigate and thrive in ever-changing conditions. Fish live in an environment where water carries vibrations and chemical signals with remarkable efficiency. This unique setting enables them to detect even the slightest changes around them, such as shifts in water pressure or the presence of chemicals released by other organisms. Unlike humans, fish can sense these subtle cues, giving them an advanced awareness of their surroundings. This heightened sensitivity plays a crucial role in their survival, helping them find food, avoid predators, and communicate with each other. Fish are highly sensitive to their environment, and before earthquakes, they can detect subtle changes that humans might miss. Shifts in underwater pressure, the presence of unusual chemical signals, and faint vibrations all serve as early warnings for these aquatic creatures. As a result, fish often display noticeable behavioral changes, including erratic swimming patterns and increased restlessness. These reactions can sometimes serve as natural indicators of impending seismic activity. Although the altered behaviors of fish might seem unpredictable or erratic to people watching from above, these actions are actually vital survival mechanisms. For the fish, such changes signal the presence of threats in their environment, prompting them to take evasive action. These subtle cues help fish avoid predators and other dangers, ensuring their continued safety. What appears as random movement is, in fact, a sophisticated response to potential risks. Snakes are known to exhibit unusual behavior prior to earthquakes, often leaving their burrows unexpectedly. This is particularly remarkable because snakes, being cold-blooded, typically remain sheltered during colder weather. Their early emergence suggests a sensitivity to environmental changes that precede seismic activity. Such observations have led scientists to consider whether animals might detect subtle cues in the environment before humans can. Understanding these behaviors could provide valuable insights into natural disaster prediction. Snakes possess an extraordinary ability to sense ground vibrations, allowing them to detect subtle seismic changes that often go unnoticed by humans. This heightened sensitivity is thought to trigger their early emergence from hiding places, especially when abnormal sensations are present. By responding to these environmental cues, snakes can avoid potential threats and adapt quickly to changing conditions. Their advanced perception serves as a natural warning system, highlighting the remarkable ways in which wildlife interacts with the world around us. Dogs are known to exhibit unusual behaviors in the moments leading up to natural disasters. Many owners report their pets barking excessively, acting restless, or trying to escape from their homes. Some dogs may even refuse to stay indoors, appearing anxious or unsettled without any obvious cause. These behaviors often serve as early warning signs, suggesting that dogs can sense changes in their environment before humans do. Dogs possess an extraordinary sensitivity to their environment, often reacting to even the faintest sounds or minor changes around them. This heightened awareness allows them to notice details that might go unnoticed by humans. Whether it's a soft noise, a slight alteration in the atmosphere, or a change in someone's behavior, dogs are quick to respond. Their keen perception is a testament to their evolutionary adaptation and strong connection with their surroundings. Dogs possess remarkable sensory abilities that enable them to detect subtle changes in their environment. While they do not have supernatural powers to predict disasters, their acute hearing, sense of smell, and sensitivity to vibrations often alert them to impending events before humans are aware. For example, dogs may react to distant thunder, shifts in air pressure, or unusual scents associated with natural phenomena. These instinctive responses can sometimes be mistaken for a kind of sixth sense, but they are rooted in biology rather than the supernatural. Cats often display subtle behavioral changes before disasters strike. They may become more withdrawn, seeking out hidden or secure places in the home. Increased restlessness and heightened alertness are also common, as cats react to environmental cues that humans might not notice. These instinctive responses have been observed in many situations, suggesting that cats are sensitive to changes in their surroundings. Their heightened sensitivity allows them to detect subtle changes in their surroundings that might go unnoticed by others. While their responses may be more subdued compared to the overt behaviors of dogs, these quiet reactions can serve as important early warnings. Paying close attention to these subtle cues can provide valuable insights into upcoming changes or events. This makes their behavior an essential, though often overlooked, source of information. One of the most fascinating examples comes from the world of frogs. In several documented instances, large groups of frogs have been seen leaving their usual habitats in the days leading up to significant earthquakes. This unusual migration behavior often occurs without any obvious environmental trigger. Scientists believe that frogs may be sensitive to subtle changes in their environment, such as shifts in the Earth's magnetic field or vibrations in the ground, which could prompt them to seek safety elsewhere. In 2008, an unusual phenomenon occurred in China when thousands of frogs unexpectedly began crossing roads, abandoning their typical habitats. This mass migration puzzled local residents and scientists alike, as it happened just days before a powerful earthquake struck the region. Such behavior has led some to wonder if animals can sense environmental changes that precede natural disasters. The event remains a striking example of how wildlife sometimes reacts in mysterious ways before significant geological events. Scientists believe that sudden chemical changes in water or soil can prompt large groups of frogs to migrate at once. This phenomenon may act as a natural early warning system, alerting both animals and humans to environmental shifts. By observing these mass movements, researchers hope to better understand how subtle changes in the ecosystem can influence animal behavior. Such insights could eventually help predict environmental disturbances before they become more severe. For centuries, people have observed animals behaving strangely before natural disasters strike. This has led to the intriguing question: can animals truly predict events like earthquakes or storms, or is there another explanation for their actions? Recent studies suggest that while animals often react before disasters occur, their behavior may not be about prediction in the way we understand it. Instead, animals might be detecting subtle environmental changes that humans simply overlook. Understanding the difference between prediction and heightened sensitivity is key to unraveling this fascinating phenomenon. Animals are not actually predicting disasters in the way humans might imagine. Instead, they are detecting early warning signs in the environment, signals that often go unnoticed by people. These can include subtle vibrations, changes in air pressure, chemical shifts, or magnetic fluctuations. Their senses are tuned to pick up on these cues, allowing them to react before humans are even aware that something is about to happen. In essence, animals respond to immediate environmental changes rather than foreseeing future events. Animals possess an extraordinary ability to detect subtle signals in their environment that often go unnoticed by humans. They can sense minute vibrations in the ground, shifts in atmospheric pressure, and even changes in chemical composition or magnetic fields. These heightened senses allow them to react quickly to environmental changes, sometimes long before humans or technology can register them. By tuning into these faint cues, animals are often able to anticipate natural events, such as earthquakes or storms, providing a unique perspective on the world around us. Animal senses are remarkably attuned to subtle changes in their environment, often surpassing human perception in sensitivity and immediacy, while humans rely on technology to detect environmental shifts. Animals can pick up on vibrations, pressure changes, and even chemical signals that go unnoticed by us. Their heightened senses allow them to react quickly to potential threats or changes, sometimes hours before humans become aware. This acute awareness is a result of evolutionary adaptation, enabling animals to survive and respond to dangers in their surroundings more effectively than we can. Humans have come to depend heavily on technology, using sensors, satellites, and data to monitor the environment for signs of danger. Unlike animals, our senses are less attuned to subtle changes in vibrations, pressure, or chemical composition. We tend to filter out minor environmental shifts, often dismissing them as background noise. As a result, we may overlook early warning signals that animals instinctively notice. This reliance on technology means that while we wait for instruments to alert us, animals may already be reacting to changes we simply can't perceive. Humans have come to rely heavily on advanced technology, sensors, satellites, and vast streams of data to monitor and predict changes in our environment. In contrast, animals depend on their instincts and direct sensory input, responding immediately to subtle shifts that often go unnoticed by people. While we tend to filter out minor environmental changes, animals remain acutely attuned to even the faintest vibrations, pressure fluctuations, or chemical signals. This difference means that animals may react to early warning signs of natural disasters long before our instruments register any threat. Their heightened awareness offers a unique perspective on the world, one that complements our technological approach. Animals often display remarkable reactions to environmental changes that go unnoticed by humans. For instance, dogs may suddenly hide or become restless before an earthquake, while snakes have been observed fleeing their burrows ahead of seismic activity. Birds sometimes vanish from an area just before a storm hits, and livestock can become agitated when atmospheric pressure shifts. These behaviors suggest that animals are attuned to subtle cues, like vibrations, chemical changes, or magnetic fluctuations, that humans typically overlook in their daily lives. Scientific research into animal behavior before natural disasters has revealed intriguing patterns. Studies have documented instances where animals, such as dogs and snakes, exhibit unusual behaviors like hiding or fleeing prior to earthquakes. While some evidence supports the idea that animals can sense early warning signs through heightened sensitivity to environmental changes, much of the data remains anecdotal. Researchers continue to investigate these phenomena, seeking to understand the exact mechanisms behind such behaviors. Although the science is not yet conclusive, the consistent reports of animals reacting before disasters suggest that their instincts may offer valuable insights. Despite growing evidence that animals can sense disasters before humans, the exact mechanisms behind this ability remain unclear. Scientists continue to study these behaviors, gathering both anecdotal reports and scientific data. While some findings support the idea that animals respond to subtle environmental changes, there is still much we do not understand. The limits of current research mean that, for now, the reasons behind these animal instincts are not fully explained. However, the consistent observation that animals often react before disasters suggests there is more to discover about their unique sensitivities. Despite ongoing scientific debate and some unanswered questions, one fact stands out. Animals frequently react before disasters strike. Their unusual behaviors, whether it's dogs hiding or birds suddenly fleeing, often precede events like earthquakes or storms. This pattern suggests that animals are detecting subtle environmental changes that humans might overlook. Observing these behaviors can provide valuable clues, reminding us that the natural world often senses danger before we do. Unusual animal behaviors can sometimes serve as early indicators of natural events that humans might otherwise miss. When pets act out of character or wildlife suddenly changes its patterns, these moments may reflect subtle environmental shifts that escape our notice. Recent studies suggest that animals are often the first to sense changes in vibrations, pressure, or magnetic fields before disasters strike. By staying observant and taking note of these behaviors, we might gain valuable insights into the world around us. Paying attention to animals could help us recognize early warning signs that technology or our own senses might overlook. Animals appear to be finely tuned to environmental frequencies and signals that often escape human perception. Over time, humans have come to rely more on technology and less on instinct, potentially dulling our awareness of subtle natural cues. In contrast, animals maintain a heightened sensitivity to vibrations, sounds, and atmospheric changes, allowing them to detect shifts in their surroundings. This unique connection to the environment suggests that animals are listening to signals that we may have forgotten or overlooked. The next time you notice animals behaving unusually, it may be more than just a coincidence. Their heightened senses allow them to pick up on subtle environmental changes that often escape human detection. Whether it's a dog hiding or birds suddenly vanishing, these behaviors could signal that animals are responding to early warning signs in their surroundings. In a world full of hidden signals, animals might be tuned into frequencies we've long forgotten. Paying attention to their actions could offer valuable clues about changes in the environment. Have you ever noticed your pet acting out of character just before a storm rolls in, or seen wildlife behaving unusually before a major event? These moments can be both puzzling and intriguing. Reflecting on such experiences might reveal patterns we often overlook in our daily lives. Perhaps animals are sensing changes that escape our notice, offering subtle warnings through their behavior. Considering these observations could deepen our understanding of the natural world and our connection to it. If you found these insights fascinating, consider liking this video and subscribing for more content like this. Your support helps us continue exploring the mysteries of the natural world. And if you've ever witnessed animals behaving strangely before a storm or disaster, we'd love to hear your story in the comments below. Sharing your experiences can help us all better understand the hidden signals animals might be sensing.